My name is Trell, and about 10 years ago, I got released from a federal prison with absolutely nothing, just my cell phone and a fitness certification. And that was, to me, all I needed to start building like my own personal business. And I made my first $1 million off of it without a single employee. So in this video, I'm breaking down the exact 5 steps that I use to build it so you can start running the same thing just like me without having to pay any employees to help you. Because if I built this in my circumstances, there's absolutely no reason you can't do the same. So let's get into it. Now, the first step, I need you to understand that the phone is the factory. So before I show you the first move, I need to take you back to where I actually started. The place I filmed my first video is proof that your circumstances, they don't matter. That's not what's holding you back. My first few videos was me and my mom's 1-bedroom apartment with a laundry room. She had a laundry room. There was 8 other tenants. I would go to the laundry room and train my friends and my families. There's pipes everywhere. There's laundry machines going on. But at that time, I was so dedicated. It didn't matter because I knew that I had a vision to show my fitness, to show my physique, and I was just motivated. And that's the most important part, is that you start. Most people try to build everything else and you don't start. You need to start first, and then you can always come back and make it look good later. I did that for so long. I got so good at becoming a trainer. I ended up on tour with Pusha T, Shy Glizzy, Rod Wave. They put me in rooms because I was so persistent, and all I had was a cell phone and a vision. So the people who are waiting for the right setup, you're still waiting, and you will probably be waiting forever. There's just no excuse. Like you're making an excuse, and unfortunately you're wasting so much valuable time waiting for the right time. All you need to do is start. The people who filmed in their laundry rooms, the people who filmed in their mom's basement, these guys didn't wait for opportunity. They just started and they became good as they kept going. So my point is to stop letting that mentality hold you back. The best thing you can do is start. And so I just downloaded a few editing apps. I recorded the videos, and I just took time and did the actual work straight from a cell phone. And at that time, who knows, it was an iPhone 10, probably not the best quality. I didn't have money. I didn't have anything. I just had a few pieces of fitness equipment, and I had my cell phone, and I had the laundry room. I also had a box on my leg. I was still on parole. I couldn't leave the premises. That's why I even trained in the laundry room. I didn't do it because I thought it was this brilliant idea. I couldn't leave. But here's the thing, even though you're getting the content out, if you don't have the audience that's watching, inevitably it means nothing. Now, the second step is the audience. That's your inventory. Most people, they only think about what they're trying to sell, and they forget that they need people to buy whatever it is that they're selling in the first place. And to be honest, it's the reason that most one-person businesses, they're dead in the first couple of months, because people that just starting out, they spend months building out their offers and trying to sell things and trying to make it perfect, but then you don't have anybody to launch it to. I did that. I built a whole fitness program online, but I didn't even have an audience for it. It's like spending weeks cooking like the perfect meal and realizing that you never invited anybody over to eat. Nobody knows that you're cooking. No audience means no sales. So it doesn't matter how good the offer is. You can have the best product in the entire world, but if nobody is watching, guess what? They don't know it exists. My first year of posting, it was tough. I didn't really have an audience, but I was building it from my family and friends through giving value. I wasn't just posting shit. I was giving people real value, ways to lose weight, ways to build muscle, ways to eat healthier. And that ultimately helped me to build an audience because they looked at me for fitness advice. And so remember to build the audience, the money will follow. Now, I personally would focus on one platform at a time. That's just how my brain works. Now, that doesn't mean you can't cross post to all of your platforms. I believe in doing that because it costs you no extra work. But for me, when I first started, I mastered one platform, then I went to the next. Now, what I'll do is I'll edit on whatever app it is. So if I'm posting on Instagram, I edit on Instagram. If I'm posting on TikTok, I edit on TikTok. If I'm posting on Facebook, I edit on Facebook, because these platforms, they give you a little push when you edit on their platform because they can tell if it was edited in TikTok or edited in Instagram. And obviously they're competitors. There's always going to be a little pushback for that. And like a prime example of this is Javon, one of my clients or students who came to me with no audience, and he was struggling to get anybody to see his account, but he had an amazing business idea. And once I showed him the formula for building an audience, the amount of money he made made in 3 months is insane. I think he started making $20,000 by month 3. And this is exactly what I teach inside of my program, where I show you how to completely build your brand and your business from the ground so that you can finally start making money with your own business, and you're not just posting trying to be famous, you're actually monetizing. So if you're interested in doing the same thing, click the link in the description and we can get you started. I'll see if I have a few slots available for you, but let's get back to it, because after you have the audience, step 3 is where money comes into play. But here's where business owners leave so much on the table. Now, think about this. If you got 1,000 people in a room and all of them wanted the same results, how many of them would pay you $50 for it? How many would pay $5,000 for it? Because you have both of those type of people in your audience right now. And if you're only charging one price for everyone, you're leaving customers and money on the table. Sell one thing and at one price and hope it converts. Now, this is the standard move in the online industry when you're selling like an offer. A person who is ready to spend $50, he probably won't buy the $5,000 offer. The person ready to invest the $5,000 is stuck in the $50 option. And so you're losing or leaving money on the table. And most creators, they build their offer around what they want to charge, not around what like their audience is actually willing to pay for. I had to learn it the hard way. So your audience has buyers at every single level. Some of them are ready to go all in right now. And if the most expensive thing you're selling is $50, you probably about to leave so much bread on the table. All you need is different entry points for the audience that you already have. So for me, I have like 3 different tiers, but the tiers differ for access. So in the first tier, it's kind of like you're on your own. Second tier, you have access to my coaches at any given time. Third tier, you have access to me, coaches, and all of the information. You layer your tiers by access, and people can pay for what they can afford, but it's the same offer. Now, me, I use WAP, and it basically is it's a platform that allows you to have students and be able to teach effectively, have your coaches give access to the students. It's like a learning community, and it shows you the importance of having multiple offers listed so you're not missing any opportunities within your audience, and you're just building more trust with them. And those first 3 steps are the foundation to this whole business model. But if you really want to take things to the next level, step 4 is exactly how you do that. Now, step 4 is outsource execution. Now, you can definitely build a one-person business yourself and scale it up to $1 million, 1000%. But if I'm being completely real with you, it doesn't mean you should. When I built my own business, I made this mistake, and I could have saved so much time and trouble by just outsourcing. And doing that doesn't mean you're not the one-person brand anymore. You're still the CEO. You're still the main person. If you start thinking like business owner, a CEO, they don't answer every email. They don't design every product or run every meeting. They don't do all of those things. But if you remove them, the whole thing falls apart. That's the role that you're playing. Because the mistake that most people make when they hear like, oh, one-person business, is thinking that you have to do everything. I don't. I have different people in different positions to do things for me. I pay them well. They handle it. It saves me time to focus on what I need to focus on. Because if you're trying to handle everything yourself, you're going to burn out. You're going to give up because the workload, it begins to be just too much. I remember like when I first started, I was trying to do everything. I was the email person. I was creating the content. I was editing. I got exhausted. I got burnt out, and I didn't want to do it anymore. That's when I understood the importance and value of hiring and putting people in position to do those things for you so that you can focus strictly on the thing that is bringing you money or the thing that you're good at. Only you can keep your relationships with your audience. That's the one thing that's irreplaceable. Everything else you can outsource. To make sure that you never like have that issue, I recommend bringing in like professional and contracting people, and don't get it mixed up with employees. These people are contracted, and essentially they have the same like energy. They have the same goals as you. They want the business to do well just like you want. They have a stake in the game. So for instance, in mine, I have Brittany, who handles all the scripting. Dylan, he runs the mentorship inside the community. Kayla, she's a coach. Chris, he handles the partnerships and finances, course overview. Sophie handles emails and brand deals. None of them are employees. They're all contracted. So we work together. There's a huge difference. The one thing that should never be out of your hands is your content. You built that relationship with your audience, and it's up to you to withhold the trust and integrity that can't be replicated. And if you don't do things the way that I'm telling you, it's probably going to take you just as long. So if you trust me, listen, I got you. This is all from experience. The one-person businesses that hit $1 million, it usually takes them 5 to 10 years. That's the reality. And what I'm trying to tell you is the only process and way to make this faster. People who quit do it right before the results start to show up because they don't understand how the system really works. And if you outsource from the beginning, you won't have to wait as long to see the results in the first place. And alongside with that, you also just want to make sure that you're being consistent, right? Don't get lazy because you outsource. Be consistent. Start making sure that you're investing money back into yourself, into your business. I always put 70% of the money back into the business. I'm hiring the best of everything to make sure that the course in business is fucking continuing to grow. And most people take the money out and start spending it. That's backwards. Keep continuing to grow the business. And you might have slow months, and that's okay. You're gonna have slow days where your content isn't clicking and you're not building your audience. That is okay. That is part of the game. But consistency is compounding. It's time in the market. It's not about how much, it's about how long you've been in the market. And so those are the steps. The only difference between where you are now and the $1 million one-person business that you can start today. And if you want direct help building it, I've worked with dozens of people and started from scratch. All right, no idea how to start their business. People who had something going, but they just were stuck. They didn't have an audience, whatever the case might be. So if you're interested in getting started, the link is in the description. And I just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Peace.